Hey, 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 welcome to Tipsy Tuesday. How is everybody today? We have Marlon in the house. He is going to be talking about taxes and basically what we can get back, right, Marlon?
Yeah, it's some good stuff, man. I've been really learning a lot lately. I think since the last time I've been on here, I've been on a real crusade to learn this stuff. So it's going to be good, man. It really is.
Yeah. Now I'm just seeing a picture of yours. Do you already have the PowerPoint going?
Oh, not yet. Hold on. Do you see me?
No.
I'm live. Like my video's on.
I wonder if it's just me. Can someone jump in the chat and let me know if you can see us? I see a picture. I see you in the corner, and then when you talk, it's just your picture.
Nah, my camera's on.
Okay, perfect. So Eric can see us. Awesome. Thank you. All right. Well, this is Tipsy Tuesday. We're here every Tuesday at 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we have guests and all sorts of different stuff. I think we just lost Marlon. He should be popping back on. But yeah, that's basically what we do. We do 30 minutes of a mastermind here. We talk about tips and tricks and all sorts of stuff. And today we are having Marlon on, and he's going to be talking about taxes and all the different taxes write-offs that you can have as a business owner. You see, YouTube's doing all sorts of different changes with our platforms, our webinar platforms. So there's been a lot of running around and trying to figure this out. So I'm only seeing a picture of myself. There's Marlon.
Okay, am I back?
Yes, we got you back.
All right, cool.
All right, so yeah, you can just go ahead and start.
All right. Well, welcome everybody. How you doing? This is Marlon Hurd, the Valuenaire, and have a lot of great information to share with you in regards to, business and taxes, and especially for those of you who are working full time or people that you know that are working full time or part time. So, just to let you know, I am not a tax professional. Okay, I didn't go to school for taxes. It's just what I have learned about what you have access to. It's just a lot of people don't know what they have access to when it comes to, being a business owner, especially if you live here in the United States. So this is for two groups. This is for those of you who are not yet in a business, and this is for those of you who are in a business that you can be able to share with people. Because I know a lot of you who are watching this are in the home-based business industry, and you're looking for ways to not only have great benefits for yourself, but how can I get more people involved in my business? So before I actually get to the information, when it comes to that aspect of, really building your a really solid financial foundation, is just getting educated. Okay. This whole process of being a business owner, especially in a country like, kind of like North America, is that, we have a free enterprise system, and there's so much to the system that a lot of people just aren't using. Yeah, I know we want to build our businesses, and we want to go out there and recruit the world, but there's so much more behind the curtain that I believe a lot of people are missing. And if you learn this, understand it, you'll be able to get more individuals involved in what you're doing, because it's speaking the language that a lot of people speak. Okay, so my PowerPoints. Can I share the screen here?
Yeah, up in that.
Okay.
You know how to do it up in that corner with that green arrow?
Yeah, I got it. Okay. There we go. All right. Can you see that? Can you see my screen?
To be honest with you, I am still only seeing pictures, but on YouTube Live, we are seeing your screen. You're good.
Okay. Good, good. Maybe I need to log in on my phone because I know you also sent a. Make sure that we can see this. Make sure we can see this. Okay, yeah, that's me. I need to turn it off. All right, good. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk a little bit about, this is at the end, I'm going to give you access to where you can go get this training. I'll put it all together. I mean, it's going to, oh my gosh, the value in this training is phenomenal. I've had several people who have used it, are using it, and finding immense value out of it. So how to increase your take-home paycheck. All right. Now, again, this is for those who have full-time jobs and looking to have an income shift. And yes, this is for people who only live in the U.S. because I do not know how taxes work outside the country. I do apologize. I'm working on that, but there's so many places. So I can only, give you information for those who live here. And if you live outside the United States, this is good for people who do live here if you live outside the country. So now there's a form called the Form W-4. All right. A lot of individuals, when you go to work, you fill out this form, and a lot of individuals don't even know what this form does. OK, some people do, but a vast majority do not. And it says it right here at the top left. It says complete Form W-4 so that your employer can withhold the correct federal tax income from your pay. Consider completing a new Form W-4 each year and when your personal financial situation changes. Now, a lot of you have started your job when you were single. Now you're married, kids, and you haven't even looked at this form. Okay. Some of you are married, didn't have any kids. Now you do have kids. Some of you have taken on a new, you're taking care of an elderly parent or a family member. That situation changed. Some of you've gotten divorced. Some of you, your kids are grown now. So when life situations change, you have to change everything. You got to change your insurance. You have to change, your home. But if you're still working, the Form W-4 is a powerful form that everyone should get to know. Okay. Now, this is the page 1 of the Form W-4, and I'm going to go through each line pretty quickly. In the training, we go over it in detail. But ask yourself this question: does this apply to me? Okay. So let line A, enter 1 for yourself, and no one can claim it as dependent. Very simple. Line B, enter 1 if. Read each one. If it applies to you, put 1. Line C, enter 1 for your spouse. Enter 0 if you're married and either have a working spouse or more than one job, blah, blah, blah. Line D, number of dependents. This is the one where a lot of people miss out because you've had children since you started working. So you put a number for each number of dependents that you have. Like for myself, we have 4. So we put 4 here. Enter 1 if you file as head of household. And head of household is not, okay, if I'm speaking to gentlemen right now, it's not, hey, I'm the head of the house. I get to do what I say and say how I feel, right? It's not that kind of head of household. There's a stipulation to that. And if you look at the conditions at the top of this page, it'll tell you what head of household is. Enter 1 if you have at least $2,000 with childcare expenses. So if you got kids in daycare, you're definitely going to spend, you'll probably spend $2,000 a day. That's how much childcare is, right? But enter 1 here. On line G, the child tax credit. Just read. All right. If you earn less than $70,000 if you're single, less than $100,000 if you're married, put 2 for each eligible child, then less 1. So if you have 2 children, you will put 4 less 1, then you will put 3 right here. Okay. Then you add them all up, put them on line H, and then you enter it right here on line 5. Okay. Now, this right here is going to really change the amount of taxes that you pay out in your paycheck, okay, just by updating your Form W-4. So this is very important. Now, if you receive a large refund, here's the thing about your refund is that it's not extra money that's laying around in some vault somewhere and they just say, oh, let me send you a refund. A refund means that you paid too much in federal income taxes throughout the year. So on, March or April every year, you get this big refund, and everybody thinks like, oh gosh, it's time to go crazy, right? Well, what this does in adjusting your Form W-4 is that it allows you to get that refund throughout the year, right? Because you need that money now. You don't want to wait until March or April. You need it now. So what this does allows you to get it on a monthly basis, all right, on your paycheck. Now, this extra income that you start to receive, ladies and gentlemen, is not to go crazy with. It's not to enhance your lifestyle. It's to build your financial foundation. I'm going to kind of talk about some few things that you should do. I'm going to tell you what you do with the money, but what you should do with it if you want to really create financial freedom for yourself. Okay. Some of you out there are, working full time and want to get free. Some of you are spouses that want to retire your working spouse, right? And there are some steps that you're going to want to take in order for this to happen. Okay. Now, of course, now for the next part of this to work is that you got to be in a business. Now, a lot of you are already in a business, and I do this presentation for those who are not in a business. That's why I said if you need to join one, I have a great one. So in order for this next part of work, that you must be in a business. Here's where those of you who are in a business, here's where you want to start sharing this kind of information with people who are not. Okay, because if you want to recruit more people, you have to speak people's language. All right. Most people don't talk in millions. They don't talk millionaire talk. They don't talk Lamborghini talk. They don't talk Bentley talk. They talk bill talk. They talk debt talk. Okay. They talk my paycheck ain't enough talk. So if you learn the language of the people that you're looking to recruit, you'll recruit more people. And then once they get inside, they'll be able to learn the language. Okay. So pay attention to this part. Now, this is page 2 of the Form W-4. Okay. A lot of people don't even look at this page. They don't even know this page exists. Okay. So this is where it gets really good to learn this information. Now, if you did not have a business last year and did not complete a Schedule A on your 1040, and Schedule A is your itemized deductions. Now, I know a lot of these terms are like, oh, I don't want to learn that. It's too much. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to be financially independent, you have to speak financial independence and wealth talk. You got to learn the language. Okay. So, but if you didn't have a business last year, and most people that you're going to talk to didn't have a business last year, you want to skip lines 1 through 3. Okay. Now, on this next line is that the people you're going to talk to, if they don't have a business, what they're going to put here on line 4 is how much they think they're going to spend in their business next year. Okay, that's what this line is for, is how much they think they're going to spend in their business next year. Okay, so most people don't have a business. So they're going to put here, let's say the average amount someone's going to spend in their home-based business is first year is anywhere between $10,000 to $15,000. So they will put that number right here. All right, so let me show you how this works. So we're just going to put the standard amount 4050 for the year 2016. All right, we're going to add lines 3 and 4. Okay, 4050. All right, this next line talks about non-wage income. This is if you have assets or accounts that you put money into, like retirement accounts or something, you earning interest. Most people do not have non-wage income. Why? Because most people are just working a job. Okay, they don't have any non-wage income. Even your business is considered wage income, but I'm just talking about things that you're going to earn dividends or interest on. Okay, so 0 right there. So what you would do is you would subtract line 6 from line 5, same number, 4050. So what you would do on line 8 is divide 4050 by 4050, and then you get 1. Okay, now this 1 is another allowance you can add on page 1 of your Form W-4. Okay, so what did you do? You just increased your allowances, which means what? Less taxes paid on your paycheck. Okay, so let's say, for instance, your Form W-4 is filled out correctly. You're getting all the allowances. Well, you just added 1 more allowance. 1 more allowance. Now, I'm gonna give you a tip. here on line 4, for every 40, 50 in that you can add to this line is another allowance you can add to your Form W-4. Okay. Now let's just say the example. Let's say if you put 10,000 here on line 4 as the amount you're spending your business next year. Okay. So you'll take 10,000 divided by 40, 50, you get 2.469. What you would do is drop the decimal, and then you will put 2 on line 8. So you just added 2 more allowances to your Form W-4. This means more money back on your paycheck. So ladies and gentlemen, the only way you can do this is when you have a business. All right. You can put 15,000. If you have 3 allowances, you can put 20,000, and you have 4 more allowances that you can add to your Form W-4. Now, let me pause here for a second. Just imagine you share this with people you're looking to recruit in your business. All right. Do you think you'll be able to recruit more people in your business if you share with them how to get more money back on their paycheck by what? Having a business, right? Most people, oh, you can make all this money and you change life and make all this money and make all this money. People are like, listen, I ain't never made over $2,000 a month in my life. Now you're talking about making millions of dollars. They're like, they can't register. Their mind can't register past $2,000 a month, but their mind can register with getting more money back on their paycheck. And the way for them to do that is to be in a business. All right. Is it making sense now? Okay. I hope it's making some sense. Okay. Now, if you did have a business last year, all you would do is here on line 1 is put the amount you have from your itemized deductions, which is Schedule A. You subtract whatever your standard deduction is, because everybody gets a standard deduction. All right, from page 1. So you just look at it and say, hey, if this is me, you put that number here and do the math. You right, subtract. Same thing right here. You will put this number from lines 23 to 36 on your 1040. Okay, go through the numbers. Boom, boom, boom. All right, and then 2 more allowances that you can add if you're still working full time that you can add on here. So there's ways that you can do it. If you do have a business and you're still working full time, there's ways you can make these changes. If you don't have a business and working full time, to get more money back on your paycheck. Okay. Now, let's keep it going. Now, documentation is key, ladies and gentlemen. You can't just do this all willy-nilly. All right. And if you want to get good at this, get good at doing it the right way from the beginning. It's like playing golf. If you didn't take golf lessons and you went out there and just started swinging the ball, by the time you got to golf lessons, it would be very challenging to break that habit because of muscle memory. So start out doing it the right way from the beginning. Now, in order to do this, you want to keep proper documentation. So one of the very best applications that you can have in keeping proper documentation is called TaxBot. Okay, TaxBot is a very great app. It documents all your spending, your mileage. As you can see, I just took a snapshot of one of my TaxBot. It just keeps track of all my deductions, mileage, anything I spend money on. I keep great documentation. At the end of the year, I can print off an IRS compliant report, take it to my tax professional, and they'll hack it out. Okay. Things that are personal, they can say, hey, this could be business. Things that are business, hey, that might not be business. You can make it personal. And then that way, if you're ever audited, which is a random thing, everything's in order. Okay. So documentation is key. Don't make these changes and get a business and not do it the right way. Okay. Do it the right way, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. This is just some things I kind of put together to show people the power of when you make the Form W-4 change. The average is about $416 per month. It was another $5,000 a year. You add business income, another $6,000 a year. So, ladies and gentlemen, get out of debt. All right, get out of debt. If you want to be financially independent, do it the right way. I know that we want the big houses, the big cars, and we want to travel over the world and wear red bottom shoes, all that stuff. But build your foundation first. Okay, build that foundation. So I hope that makes sense for you all. Okay, are you still there?
Yes, we're all still here.
Okay, good. So that is that is the gist of it. Now, in my training, I go over all of this in more detail, but those people that use it are definitely seeing changes. I mean, within 30 days, you'll see changes on the paycheck, but you got to keep great documentation and, do the right things with the income when it starts coming in. But this is for anybody working a W-2 job. They can make these changes, even if they started their business right now. I'm gonna give you two more tips. Those people that start a business at the end of the year, the last quarter of the year, any money that you spent throughout the year from January up to, what is the last quarter of the year? October, November, December. A lot of that stuff can be considered write-offs because you started your business at the end of the year. All right, so you spent $100 a month on your electricity, okay, and you're using 20% of your house for business. Well, you get to write off $20 a month from January to the end of the year preparing to start your business. That goes with all of your utilities. A lot of your mileage, your cell phone, your internet, any parking, any traveling that you've done, you can write off. Even if you just start your business at the end of the year, you can write off a lot of stuff at the beginning of the year to the end of the year as well. And then also make those changes on page 2 of your Form W-4.
That's amazing.
So, yeah. Now, one other thing, ladies and gentlemen, okay? Please listen to this, please, all right? When you start getting this money back on your paycheck, you're gonna wanna do 2 things with it. Number 1, get rid of the debt. Number 2, create yourself an emergency fund, all right? And I'm reading this book right now called Tax-Free Retirement. This book right here is golden, absolutely golden, all right? This book right here is the stuff that wealthy people do. Here's the thing, is that we want to become wealthy, but we're not doing the things that wealthy people do, all right? If you want to play football, you can't come to the football field with a baseball bat. And you're not going to score touchdowns with a baseball bat. So yes, we're in business. Yes, we have our business opportunities. But when we earn this income, we're not putting the income in the right places. All right. One of those things that help wealthy people become financially independent is that they use insurance as a tax shelter in growing their wealth. Okay. So there's a way that you can get an insurance plan and use it as a tax-free savings account that you can still use as a savings account. There's no penalties for taking the money in and out, but you use it to grow, okay? And they used to call the S&P 500 to help your money grow outside of whatever your death benefit is. But wealthy people use insurance, so if the economy ever takes a hit, your money doesn't take a hit with it because it's protected in the insurance tax shelter. So this book right here, if you're going to make the extra money, do the right things with it. If you're going to get the extra money back on your paycheck, put it somewhere that's going to be safe for you so that your money will start working for you in the process. So get rid of the debt, create the emergency fund so that whatever your expenses are, six months of your emergency fund, you want to build in the process. So if you want to leave work, if your spouse is ready to leave work, you're paying your debts down, you have your emergency fund, you have 6 months worth of your bills to pay while you build. All right. So when I went free, that's what I did. As a matter of fact, I had 7 months because we got so many kids. So I got 7 months worth of my expenses in an emergency fund right now, as we speak. So we used that. Our washer went out. Instead of going to buy one on credit, we bought it cash from the emergency fund. We paid off the rest of my wife's car with the emergency fund. And then we started putting the money in the tax shelter insurance account to start building on the retirement. And so next year, my wife will be able to come home in next summer because of our emergency fund account and what we've been able to do over the process.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yep. So I don't talk anything about my opportunity at all. I don't even mention my opportunity. Not one time do I ever talk about what it is I do. Even with being an MLSP, and the value that I share, I don't say anything about it. I talk about this stuff right here. All right. I'm pretty sure you see me hold this book up before. All right. This is the stuff that I'm learning and sharing, and it's incredible. Absolutely incredible. So, but you want to recruit more people, show them that. This week alone, I recruited 10 people. Now, because I'm an executive member of my company, I can't keep them. I like give them away to the leaders, but I recruited them by you sharing that information.
Wow. Show me the money.
That's all you want to know. What's in it for me?
Right.
What's in it for me? How can I, with this job, you can show somebody how to use their job to set themselves free. How many of you right now need to know this stuff? Everybody.
I had no idea.
Everybody. Even if their W-4 is up to date, you can still help them add at least one more allowance to their Form W-4 just by joining a business. Just by joining a business. Right now. There have been people in our company that we have this bonus thing going on right now, a $1,200 bonus. We've had like 40 people earn a $1,200 bonus sharing this stuff with the people they know, and they join the business.
Wow.
So come at people with where they are. Even, because I love you, Sammy, I'm gonna give this next piece of advice. Even when you are sharing your MLSP value, you still want to speak the language of people, because most individuals just aren't mentally ready for all of that. They're not mentally ready for the blogging and the branding and the and the content. They're not ready. So you got to give it to them in small bites. So I did another training on that as well too. Just 4 simple things you can do to help people get more attraction on. It's small bites, absolutely small bites. And you got to speak their language. Then once they get on the inside, they can start to learn the language of, okay, what is content, what is blogging, what is branding, and all that kind of stuff. Even when people like Ray Higgins speak, he's not talking to Sally that works the front desk at the law office. He's talking to me and you, because we understand what Ray's talking about, and we're looking to get to that next level so we can we understand Ray's language. But Sally, who works the front desk at the law office, who is sick and tired of making $10 an hour and want to know how to make more money, she's not going to be able to hear Ray, because Ray's making $12,000 a day from his blog. So you have to talk to Mary in her language. So if you speak to Mary in her language and say, hey, you can start getting an extra $200 a month back on your paycheck by joining the business and then doing this, Mary be like, I can do that. Because here's the thing, you can make the changes on the W-4 before you join the business. And then when you start making the money in your paycheck, use the money to join the business.
Wow. Now, how does that work for spouses?
Same thing, because y'all are one.
Okay.
So if you're in the business, so is he. Because we did it for my wife. Yep. Because if it comes when it comes down to everything, right? I'm pretty sure y'all filed married. Was married filed jointly or something like that?
Yeah.
So y'all are one. So if you're in the business, he's in the business.
Huh. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. Now, how many more people could you recruit off of his job by him like, hey, did you know that? People are like, well, excuse me?
Right.
I don't care where you work. There's at least 50 people who hate what they do. And y'all all get around talking about, man, this is some boo stuff, right? And what we got to do. Everybody, I don't care who, everybody. Because here's the thing. I know it's 12:30. I know we got to go. All of us are in the same bubble. I talked about this morning on my Facebook Live. All right. We're all in the same bubble. Okay. And you got this 1% of people that are causing all the divisiveness between 99% of the people. All right. We're all in the same bubble. So, we're fighting with one another. you know, you're this, I'm that. But when we go home, we still got debt. We still got $2 in the bank. We still hate our boss. The kids getting on our damn nerves. We in the same boat. We're in the same economic boat. So once you start to learn their language, then guess what? Right? We can get in a different boat.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Yeah, buddy. So, let me put the link up here, where they can go get this stuff. And I made this stuff so cheap, absolutely cheap, man. So you all can go get all the stuff I talked about. It's right there on the in the chat. It's really inexpensive, and I'm getting ready to make an affiliate program out of this, so that people like ourselves who are in business that want to share with others and earn a commission from it, you can. I'm going to turn it into an affiliate program so that you can share this value and gain leads through this kind of stuff, especially people who live here in the United States. So you can start recruiting more people into your businesses based on, you know, where most people are.
Perfect. That's awesome. Can you send me that link through Facebook? I can't seem to copy it. So if you could send it to me through Facebook, then I will also have this. If you're watching this on a replay, it'll be below on the YouTube channel as well. And as far as a replay, Tessa, yes, there will be a replay of this over on my YouTube channel, which is Sammy S. Wall, SammySwall. And there will be the replay. It's actually live right now, so it'll be up and able to watch as soon as we basically turn this off.
Yeah, so again, I'm not a tax professional, but just letting people know what they have access to, you know, and where they can go get the information. But it's this stuff is awesome. So, but I definitely thank you, Sammy, for allowing me to come on here and talk to you folks. It's I'm, you know, your tweets come through my phone all day long. What's a CRM? But but I love it though. I really do.
That's awesome. Yeah, I got all that on autopilot right now. I've got.
Yeah, I know. I love it. Like, believe it. First thing in the morning. I don't even have an alarm clock. It's your tweets that wake me up.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much. I definitely want to have you back out again and talking business building as well. I know today was more around the taxes and stuff like that, but this is massively important for people to get a hold of, especially with taxes coming up as well. So yeah, so we want to have you back on for business building too. So we'll have to catch up and figure out a time we can do that.
Okay.
Perfect. Well, you guys all have a wonderful Tuesday and stay tipsy.
All right.
See you later.
All right.